Hi, I'm Amy LIVEwithAmyO, a realtor with KLM Properties located at 1533 Mile Ground Road. But today, I'm not at the office. I'm at the live renovation here in Morgantown where we're making some big decisions on the kitchen. So join me and let's take a look at what we have going on. All right, here we are with Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hey, you guys.
We needed to talk about the kitchen cabinets. Everybody, you can see, let me do a quick scan here, pan here of the kitchen. These are some old cabinets that I've mentioned before that I picked up at Restore over in Morgantown, one of my favorite places. And they have those old hinges with the, I don't even know what the spade type style hinges. They are some type of nice solid wood cabinet, so they were well worth the money, but now I'm trying to figure out how to update them. So, Brian, do you want to show us the cabinets and the two different paint choices that I have today?
Yeah, well, we tried a couple options. It would be the cheapest way to hide the hinge, but after we painted them, we decided that that's just not going to work. It's going to feel like it's grandma's old kitchen. So, and plus the gloss paint seemed a little too glossy. It wasn't working with the finish on this wood.
Can you hold that? Help me hold that up. Okay. So here's what he's talking about. Now we can see it. Do you see the glossy reflection that we have? And we tried just painting it to see if it helped disguise the kitchen cupboards at all. But I'm not so sure that that works.
No, it showed every flaw.
Yeah. And we don't want to show flaws. We want these cabinets to look new. So what was option number 2?
So then we tried a satin finish, and we removed the hinges, and we tried a satin finish to see if we liked the color. It definitely hid more of the flaws and gave us a nice, clean, sleek look. And now we're going to try to use some kind of body putty and patch these holes where you cannot see them, and we're going to upgrade to a half hidden hinge system.
Okay. Hey, Morgan, I see that you just commented that you actually think that the hinges look okay with the dark wood stain. So, you know, if anybody else has an opinion about that, definitely let me know, because Brian was telling me that what do we have to do if we take those hinges off? Can you explain that and show us? You've put some on right here. Well, this would be the other hinge that we could get to replace. And you see where the old marks are from the big, huge spade-looking thing. But here's the problem. I'm going to open it up. They close sometimes. Oh yeah, here's the new hinge.
Sets on the inside of the door, and that creates a shim between how the old door shuts. So now they actually rub a little bit. We're going to either have to take them and trim this edge with a table saw and sand it, and of course it would be painted also, and remove the locks, adjust those. But you can get it to work.
Okay, so essentially it's going to be a lot more work in order to take off these old hinges and put on the new hinge that doesn't show.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and in order to do that, we also have to fill these little tiny holes with putty so that they don't show, because there'd be 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. But then we'd actually be able to use new door handles. If you have any comments or thoughts on whether you think we should redo them with the old hinges or go with new hinges and use the table saw to make the cabinet shut, let me know. I mean, I'm interested in feedback on this. I want it to be a house that people love. I want it to be brought up to date, and I'm not quite sure on this one. Should we actually just paint over it and it's disguised enough, or go ahead and go through the extra effort of redoing them all together? So we'll move on from the kitchen cabinets. This Friday, I want you to join me. I'm not sure of the exact time. We'll actually be having the granite installed. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be sometime between 9 and 11 a.m. So definitely join me for that. Bad Lizard Granite will be here. They'll be putting the granite countertops in. Let me show you some of the work that's been done. A lot has been moving along on the project, but we were talking about the time frame. It's looking like it's going to be the first part of May before we're done. We're about 2 weeks behind, just because some of the drywall was in really bad shape, and it has taken a lot longer to patch, repair, replace, as well as the electrical work. We had to add some, and really every last bit of electrical work is going to be new. So let me take you on a tour of the drywall that you see, and also some of the temporary sanding, or the first part of the sanding of the floors. So here we are in the dining room area. The woodwork's starting to get cleaned off so that we can start the sanding process. But we can see here how all of the drywall, it's really looking good. We're probably going to be starting painting in the next couple of weeks. I mean, first we're going to do all of the sanding so that everything gets done. Now here's where the wood is starting to come out, where Brian has attempted to start to sand. He's thinking it might be some type of cherry. But this living room area is almost all the way primed and patched. Hey, Curtis.
Hey.
The sunroom, really looking sharp. Nice and clean. It's hard to see here in the light, but it is just looking like a house. Finally, we have the front 2 bedrooms. Let's go in here. This room's my favorite. It by far has come the furthest. It's so nice and bright. Go through the creepy bathroom. Oh, look at that. So that shows you how far we've come in this house. My goodness, this room is going to be its own project, and we're just not quite there yet. Although we do have a toilet, so we'll work on that. That's new. And then here's the second bedroom, bedroom number 2. See if we can get some good lighting. There we go. All of the woodwork on this side of the house was painted, so now it's been painted and primed. And here's the closet that had been taken out when we changed the design of the kitchen. And then we're back here to the kitchen. It's a really nice floor plan, really convenient. Well, thank you for joining me. Again, post any comments or feedback that you have about the hinges, whether we should take the old hinges off and completely replace with new, which would require sanding the doors down on a table saw and making sure that they could actually open and close properly, or should we paint over the old ones? Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. I hope that you have a great day, and I hope you can join me on Friday. Take care.